Hello my lovely Librans, welcome to your reading for November 2018. It's already November, it's an exciting month, November. On the 31st of October, 1st of November, it's All Saints Day, the Day of the Dead, or Halloween. There's lots of different names for it, but it means the same thing. It's a time of year when the veil between the worlds is thinnest, when the opportunity to connect with loved ones, with spirit, with our guides, our ancestors is heightened. And so if that's your desire, you can connect with spirit by meditating, balancing your energy, raising your vibration through meditation, and your guides, your ancestors, loved ones will lower their vibration to meet. They work much harder than we do, and that connection can be established also by ritual, lighting candles, playing some music, sitting and reflecting. If you have any specific questions you would like answers to, then before falling asleep, simply set the intention, ask the questions, and allow the answer to flow through. It might not flow through immediately, but over the next couple of days you may have intense dreams that have meaning for you, or you might come across an article that you read that resonates with you. A stranger may utter some words that you think, well, there's my answer. It comes through in many different forms. It's about being aware of the synchronicities that will occur and how answers will come through to you. That veil is going to be thin for a couple of days before November the 1st and a couple of days after that event. So it's there for quite a few days for you to be able to connect with guides and loved ones. And my dog is going a little bit crazy, barking at someone. So I'm just shuffling to create your monthly spread. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Librans. How I go about this reading is that I meditate on the different astrological signs. So I meditate on, I've meditated on Libra, and I have called in the energy. So energetically, I connect with the Libran collective energy, and I get my readings from there. I'm a medium, so I work with energy, so that's how I work. And so some months when it resonates really well for you, it's because the message is coming through to something that you've asked. Some months it will resonate more than others. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will, and you'll get more detail in your inquiries or in your readings, I guess. So make sure you do that. If you would like a private reading with me, then follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading which is going to be very specific to you and what's going on in your life, which will be really beneficial. So let's have a look at the month of November for my lovely Librans. So the first card I have here is the Emperor, and what a strong, majestic figure that is, sitting on a solid throne, which to me is solid foundation. There's strong foundation around you. There's strength and determination, a control over what's happening in November. You are in control. You're feeling very, very comfortable about where you're at. You are comfortable with making decisions. You're feeling secure. You're feeling confident. So that come November, you're going to start feeling very, very strong about where you are and where you're headed. And I really like that. You know, he's a really strong figure. And if for some of you, I feel like if that's not, it can also represent someone that is in your life that is a really strong, determined figure that can be a little bit controlling. So you need to watch that because they might feel like they need to tell you how to do things according to the way they think it should be done. So you need to also stand up to that and be quite strong about that. But it's also about because you're feeling really strong in November as well. So, you know, you're quite capable of making your own choices and decisions. That's crossed with the King of Wands. So, you know, this person that is wanting some of this control is also an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, that is crossing you, that is influencing you. They are very passionate. They are very driven, and they can be very controlling. So watch that, you know, because you are also in control of what's going on in your life. You have got the confidence in making those decisions. You've got the confidence in choosing the direction you're moving in. This is what I want to say to you. And so when this King of Wands appears, you need to also be while you can ride on their passion and their enthusiasm and their drive, watch that amount of control that they have. Watch that they don't become too controlling around you. Okay, so that's just something to be mindful of. But I feel like they've got your best interests at heart. Okay, there's that. And I'm feeling like you're very, very strong anyway. You're pretty determined this month. You're pretty determined. So I want to ask you, what's going on? What changes are you making? What plans are you making? What dreams do you have that you're collecting this data? I feel like you're just waiting for the right time to pounce, just waiting for the right time to give this idea birth. To birth this idea, to birth this change that's coming in. I feel like there's the winds of change moving around you, my lovely Librans, which is a really good thing. It's like you're on this precipice of change coming in around you. I really like that. I really like that. You do have a tendency to reflect on the past. You do have a tendency to judge situations that are coming up now according to what's happened in the past in similar situations. You need to be mindful of that. You need to put the past to rest. You need to turn around and understand that these situations are new because you are a different person. You're different to who you were in the past when these situations came up. So it's about turning around and facing the future, looking at these new opportunities that are going to present themselves to you in November with different eyes because you're a different person. I feel like there's been growth there. So be aware of that. If a situation comes up in November and you're going to start reflecting on how things turned out in the past, that's going to be to your detriment. You need to turn around and face it with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have today, which is how the situations from the past have formed you into the person that you are today. You're a different person. You're a different person. So turn around and take these opportunities and judge them in the now with your knowledge and your wisdom that you have gained. Okay, where there's been uncertainty, where there's been emotional uncertainty, where there's been doubt, where there's been a difficult situation, you've come out of that, you've moved on from that, you've had a passage out of that difficult time, you've travelled that emotional road, you've processed a whole lot, and you've taken with you the wisdom, which is, you know, really this. You've taken with you the wisdom and the knowledge that you've learnt from past situations, and you are you're travelling into the now. So that's done. That's finished. You've moved on from that. You've been offered this passage of out of difficulty, and you've taken everything you've learned and you've brought it with you to make you this wonderful person that you are now. Okay, so time to leave that. We'll leave those, put them to bed. We're moving on to bigger and brighter things in November, because November's quite an exciting time for you. You've also got the Ten of Pentacles. And so I feel like your financial situation is just going to keep improving. It's going to improve. Your material situation is going to keep improving if that's what you're seeking. If you're seeking abundance in love, health, happiness, it's just going to keep getting better. It's just, I feel, you know, what I see for you is these building blocks. These building blocks are being laid, the foundation's really strong, and now we're building up. We're building up into really good times for you. Everything that it's a culmination of all things in the past are coming to the now, and you are being given all these wonderful things that you've always hoped for, dreamed of, wanted, desired. They're all coming to you, and it's going to start coming to you in November. Now, the timing's going to be a little bit different for each of you because, you know, your birth charts are different, your energy is slightly different, but it's going to happen for you. It's just going to get better and better and better. I feel like November's just going to be full of little surprises for you. It's like a surprise after surprise. Oh, wow, look at that. And one situation's going to lead to another. It's going to lead to another. It's going to lead to another. And things are just going to unfold. It's like I'm unwrapping these little Christmas presents, these little gifts, unwrapping this one, which is a little one, and then there's one that's a little bit bigger and one that's a little bit bigger. And it just keeps growing. It just keeps... there's a lot of happiness around you. There's a lot of happiness around you in November as well. You've also got the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands is about planning. What are you planning? What plans do you have that you want to give birth to? What plans, you know, there's a lot of thinking about, there's a lot of processing, there's a lot of writing down, there's a lot of making plans for your future. There's a lot of that. It's going to certainly be happening in November, throughout November, but, you know, towards the middle of November, I want to say to you, there's plans that you're making. You're planning for the future. You're planning for your direction. You are really feeling quite happy and passionate and excited about, you know, fire in your belly, about where you're headed and what you're doing and what's coming up for you. And it's really about you dare to dream. Dare to dream. What are your dreams? What are your wishes? What are your fantasies? What do you want to create? Create them. Create them, because I feel like you can bring it in. You can manifest this. You can create this. Nothing's going to be too difficult. Whatever it is that you want in whatever part of your life, or all of it, this complete picture, just bring it in, because it's all there for you. It's all there for you to manifest and create. And of course, it's covered. It's crowned with the crown, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords, which is cutting through difficult times, cutting through anything that stands in your way, in moving forward, in opening up new opportunities, in there's going to be a new way of the way you live and where you live and how you work and what you do, and there's just newness in every aspect of your life. It's just I expect a whole lot of stuff. I expect all of this wonderful stuff to come into my life, and it will, because it's got, you've got the Ace of Swords, which is just new opportunities, new learning, new ways of doing things, new people in your life. It's just new, everything. It cuts through all that rubbish that you don't need anymore. What you're needing to do, however, is maintain your balance, Libra, which is very, very important to you. Maintain your balance. There's going to be a lot of decisions. There's going to be a lot of social events. There's going to be a lot of things happening for you to split your time between. And it's about really balancing all of this so that you can manage it, and you'll manage it. It's going to be emotionally difficult for you. You're going to make sure you rest, make sure you take time out, make sure you don't take life too seriously, because you can, and it will affect your emotions, which will affect your level of energy, and it's going to create a little bit of turmoil. Decision making is not your strong point. that's probably the dilemma that you're going to face, but it's going to be making decisions, spreading your time into different situations. Just don't spread yourself too thinly. Look after yourself as well. But those choices and decisions are going to also, the alchemist, the magician, the great manifester. The great manifester. What do you want to create? Again, you see, what do you want to create? What do you want to bring into your life? What is it that you want to call into you? It's fabulous. It's all there for you in November. November's such a dynamic, and I'm really even getting very excited in just giving this reading to you, because it's about, what do you want? What do you want to create? What do you want to bring into your life? What changes do you want to make? Different way of earning an income, different way of living, not working 9 to 5 anymore, pursuing your passion, pursuing your creativity, while being supported by some person, some strong individual, strong person, but you're strong in your own right. You are strong in your own right. You can actually do this on your own. But this is providing a safety net for you, then that's fine too. That's fine too. But everything that is abundance is just going to keep growing for you throughout November. So November's going to be the beginning of this increase in abundance, and it's just, financial abundance and happiness and health and family and, everything, prosperity. And it's just going to keep growing for you to achieve an absolutely wonderful outcome of whatever it is you want. So aim high, and, anything's possible. Bring those changes in, because you're going to feel really good about it. You're going to feel really activated in November. Really activated in November. I really like that. I'm going to give you a card from the Angels of Abundance to see how we're going to sum up this reading, because they always do such a good job at summing it all up. And you've got 2 cards as well. So many people are getting 2 cards, and I'll give you 2 cards. So the first one here you've got is partnership. It's part of your abundance, isn't it? Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You are receiving help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Right? So you're going to get a lot of assistance from that person there. Sever vows of poverty. Okay, and this is about changing your perception. Changing your perception. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously. So listen to your self-talk. Listen to your self-talk and start reprogramming how you perceive things in your life. Okay? As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So that's through your ancestral lineage. Any vows of poverty you've made at any time and in any lifetime, by changing that and bringing it in with the magician, with the alchemist, and reprogramming your thought patterns, you're going to be changing it through your ancestral heritage. There's a lot to think about. Okay, fantastic. So Libra, have fun, my lovely Librans, because it's going to be quite an interesting month for you. I wish you much prosperity, much abundance in all aspects of your life. Happy creating, and I will see you in December. So many blessings to you.